Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've actually made a YouTube video, so let me reintroduce myself. I'm Wall from Ting and Wall. We do a lot of artwork, as you can see here. The reason I put this duel mat here is because it has a very special place in my heart. The first ever constructed deck I made in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a pure light deck. You know, I tried what I could because I saw everyone running just chaos decks. I was like, you know what, let me be a little unique and just stick to one attribute only. So I started off, with Shining Angels, Shinijin, then later on, Roulette Barrel, Zaborg the Thunder Monarch, Harvest, Ryo, my old boss monster, the Jackal Paladin, Good Times from Pharaonic Guardian. I'm using his OCG name, I prefer that one. DD Warrior Lady. And then after some time I even started creating my own little self-insert right there. I'll put a link in the description so you can see the full duel mat if you're curious to see the whole thing. But other than that, the main reason I did this video is just for a quick random thing about myself. So as you could see, I did random decks like this, and then I grew up making more theme-like decks, anime-ish style decks. And I've always enjoyed, dueling in custom type of formats just for the fun of it instead of, staying to the meta itself. Like, I'll give you a few examples right now. So I participated in a Dragons only tournament. I've actually recorded some of the duels. I'll post more links in the description below. I've participated also in Spellcaster only tournaments. Even roulette tournaments where you spin a roulette to see what type of character you actually get to play as. I want to say that was pretty fun. The first time I actually spun the wheel, I got to play as Seto Kaiba. I got runner-up in that was called the Duel Monsters Legacy Cup tournament. Then the second time around, which was the GX one, I got to play as Judai. And I got to play basically all the heroes. That was actually pretty fun too. The last time I played one of those, since it's been a while, was round 2, or should I say the second iteration of that tournament. I got to spin for, as I call him, Solo Man, aka Yugi's grandpa. I managed to use from the Infinite Forbidden set all these Exodia new support cards. I pretty much bulldozed past everyone. Shame I don't have any video evidence of that, but it is what it is. So other than that, I've come across a new format. It's known as domain format. I want to say it's a really fun format for those that are trying to find something a little more different to what we actually see out there nowadays. Like, sure, Gold, Edison, Hat format, they have their own pools, but this one's very unique in its own way. I'll explain a little bit, and if you want to hear more about it, or at least see a deck profile of mine, by all means comment below, like, subscribe, interact with me so I at least have an idea what you want to see. So here's a quick example. I have here Lightsworn Dragonling. So in domain format, we would look at 3 things. For one, it's attribute, it's light. Surprise, surprise, of course I was going to choose light. Okay, he's part of the Lightsworn archetype, and he's a dragon. So those are my 3 domains if I were to nominate him as quote-unquote my deck master. Now another thing is, in domain format, you play in something known as singleton format. Basically, every card is limited to 1. Now, that sounds a little broken, but also you're mandated to use a 60 card deck. That's why you could see this nice double sleeve deck is quite hefty. So I'll give you a quick few examples of, old school staples that were used in the past and I enjoy using in this deck itself. Painful Choice, Graceful Charity, and of course everyone's favorite, the Pot of Weed. Reed. And then there's actual staples that are part of the format itself, or at least they feel like staples, especially when you're playing, against 4 other players. Forgot to mention, it's in the Battle Royale mode, 4 players. You don't play 1v1. Technically, you can play 1v1, but it's not encouraged because then the game becomes a little more lopsided of, hey, who draws the power spells, who draws their presence faster than the next player. But back to the actual staples within this battle royale. Pot of Inquisitiveness, real good card to recycle, and here's one that I really enjoy. Made to order Mermaid Outfitter. Try to say that 5 times twice. Now, back to our little Dragonling over here. So I mentioned the 3 things that he has. I'm going to give you a quick, easy examples of how I use light here. 1, Fairy Tale Snow. That's always fun to use, isn't it? Then we also got Light Ray Sorcerer. Only the real ones know about Light Ray Sorcerer. It's a pretty good recycle in its own very quirky way. Now, if we go just to plain Lightsworn, we got good old Lila. One of my treasures, as you can see. First edition, Ultimate. And then last but not least, Dragon's example. Starleech Seaford. But as you can see, this is quite a pool in and of itself. It's really enjoyable, you know, you can brick. But if you brick, more than likely your opponents aren't going to pick on you. They're going to try to pick off the player that actually has the bigger advantage, or the one that antagonizes the field itself. Because, just as a random example, I come across a player that, you know, banished cards from the top of my deck, started giving me quotation marks cards, but then started taking them back. I don't want to give a full example, but you know who you are. That's all I got to say. You know who you are. Then there's players that just want to be random. Like they'll play, I can't remember the name of this card, but if you reveal a spell, you draw 2 cards. If you reveal a monster, you can special summon a monster from your hand. It's a you can, not you must. Other than that, I want to say you gotta give this format a try. It's a lot of fun. The sky's the limit of what you want to build. The players themselves will be honest with what's on the field because they're not trying to, you know, set you up for failure. Not to mention, if there is a powerful player on the field, they will call out that power player going like, okay, we need to take this monster out. We need to do this. Do you want to make a deal with me? Do you not want to make a deal with me? It is what it is moment, isn't it? It's like real life transactions. You make your own little party, or at least you try to make a party, and whether it works or it doesn't, that's a whole nother story. Other than that, once again, if you want to see the full deck profile of this, comment down below. Let me know what else you want to see. I also made another domain deck. I'm thinking about making a 3rd one, but I'm still not sure yet of the theme. Other than that, let me give you the cheesy like, share, and subscribe, right? Myself with my barely 50 plus watchers, I do appreciate every single one of you for watching my random stuff. Other than that, have a good day, have a good evening, or have a good holiday. Wall signing out.